So then I'll tell you guys what I can't dance, nor should I. So, well, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure you know who I am.
Yes.
Makes you feel better.
So-
Don't count for 2 people.
Do you want to get in on this?
Okay.
Do you want to join us?
I can't.
Okay. Okay, you're here in spirit. You're here in spirit.
I'm more of a heckler.
I can appreciate that. Okay, so get things started off. The slate. This is actually a very fun little exercise that a lot
It's
of
in the
people
shoe. It's in the shoe.
The whole slate is in my shoe. Excuse
Yes.
me.
Impressive.
I have very big shoes to fill. So, yes. So basically, what this is a mental exercise which we can use to more or less convey the relationship that one has with the minds of others. Now, we have 1, 2, and 3 slots up top, 1, 2, and 3 slots on the bottom. The way that this is going to work is very simple. I'm going to write a series of predictions in the top 3 slots, and I'm going to close the panel over them, covering them. Once my prediction is covered, I cannot go back, I cannot change my mind, I cannot replace what I have written. Once it's down, it is locked in stone. So, just to kick things off, I'm going to start by writing one prediction.
That's how I recognize you.
Okay, and I cannot go back on that. So, sir, if you wouldn't mind helping me with this first portion. This could be anything. This could be your favorite food. This could be a favorite animal. Whatever you'd like. First thing that comes to your mind, what is it?
Egg foo young.
I'm sorry?
Egg foo young.
Egg foo young?
Yes.
Spelt how it sounds?
Yes.
Egg, F-U, and then young, U-Y-U-N-G.
I think that's how it's spelled.
You know what that's...
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
Oh, F-O-O? That's a lot more appropriate than F-U, so... You know. Egg, Foo Fighters, young. That was a very, very specific and a very, very unique answer, and I appreciate that. So we're going to go with that. So prediction number 2, we're going to write down, we're going to lock in 2 seconds. So we're going to write this down real quick. Almost there. I believe that should suffice. Young lady.
Yes.
Now we already have a food. I'm assuming that's a food.
It is.
Okay. That's okay. It wasn't. I don't want to know what that was. But we have egg foo young. If you would be so kind as to just name an animal you really like. If you wanted to name like the name of a person you really care about.
Horses.
Horses. Okay, that's a very nice answer. Okay, so horses. I might have misspelled Sarah Jessica Parker, but that's okay. So we have horses written down here. And last but not least, we do have one final prediction that I have to write down. And hopefully, I get this. That's not how you spell that. Go. No. Okay. I can't change my mind. I cannot go back on it. Now, the last thing that we're going to do is a little stereotypical as far as magic is concerned, but I would like it if somebody would be kind enough to select a card out of here. A whole bunch of different options that you have. You can choose anything that you want. Sir in the back, would you mind just doing this part? You can stay right where you are. I'm just going to run my thumb down the side like that. You're just going to call out when you'd like me to stop at any point. Right there, are you 100% sure? That was a very fast response. I hope that's the only thing that you're quick with, but that's just me. So I want you to understand, you could have stopped here. You also could have stopped here, 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 anywhere before. You also could have stopped anywhere after. Go ahead and just take a look at the card that you stopped me at. Just keep it to yourself for now, just for a quick second. I'll let everyone else see it too. We are going to need to know what it is in just a second. Just allow me to put these back. And for the first time, sir, would you mind telling us what the card was so we can jot it down on the board? 7 of Hearts. Are you sure? Okay. Like 100% sure?
At least 90.
This might not work. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So 7 of hearts. I'll even color it in for everyone because my art skills are not at all, the best in the world. But that's fine. I didn't pay attention in math class. That's just me. So what we have here, just a quick little recap to bring back what we've done. So we had a couple of predictions written up top. We had a couple of answers. It could have been someone's favorite food, a favorite animal, and we also had a card chosen, a complete random. So what I want you guys to see here, with the first prediction that we wrote down for the answer, we had Egg Foo Young. As it happens, my first prediction also happens to say Egg Foo Young, which makes absolutely no sense to me. What makes even less sense to me is when you said horses after I had also written horses, and you had 52 options to pick from. You could have stopped me at any given point. You chose to stop me at the 7 of hearts, which is exactly what I was hoping you would stop me at. So thank you very much for that, you guys. I really appreciate that. Moving on with this incredibly mediocre magic show. I can't say adequate, that's copywritten. We're going to keep the theme of the playing cards going here. I love using decks of cards. Magic tricks with playing cards is a lot of fun, and this is one that's very near and dear to me. So I'll tell you what, young man, how are you? What's your name, bud? Paul? Paul, I'm going to have you stay right where you are, but I'm going to peel these guys off like this, right off the top until you tell me when to stop. Right there? Are you 100% sure? All right. Go ahead and take a look at where you stopped me. I don't want to know what the card is just yet, but just remember it for me. Can you do that? Okay, I'll let everyone else see just in case he might forget. We're going to set the cards right there. We're also going to put them right back in the box. And Paul, just like that, the trick is over. Ta-da! I'm kidding. That would be the worst magic trick ever if I ever seen one. So I'll tell you what, we're going to leave the cards right there. I don't want to touch them. I don't want to do anything with them. I don't want to maybe give you guys a false sense that like I did something yet. But go ahead and just think of the card that you have. Now, if you were to focus on just the color, right, there are 2 different colors you could have chosen from. There's red cards and there's black cards. Go ahead and think of just the color that you saw. And I'm going to count to 3. When I snap my fingers after 3, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and a snap. As soon as I snap my fingers, just project that thought from your mind over to mine. Don't actually say it out loud. Just send it over. Kind of like an email, if that helps. Right? On 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, just the color. You had a red card, didn't you? Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's go a little further. Let's go a little bit deeper in. Inside the red cards, there are hearts. There's also diamonds. You saw one of those, right? Hearts look like this. Diamonds look like this, shiny. One of the 2. 1, 2, 3. Send it over now. There's a diamond. Right, you got a diamond? Ooh, the plot thickens. Okay, so we can go a little bit further, Go ahead and just think of the value you had. You saw a number, you saw a face card, something. You definitely saw something, but what was it? Send it over to me on 3 in your mind. Here we go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go for it. That's interesting. That's really interesting, because if I go 1, 2, 3, it kind of makes sense after I count it to 3 that your card would be the 4 of diamonds, right? Is that the one that you had? Ooh, that's really weird. But that's not the weird part. Because any magician could read your mind. That's just a Tuesday for us. A lot of them have to delete their browser history, but that's them too. Now, with the deck of cards, we left it there. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything. You chose the 4 of diamonds. So let me ask you this. Would it be a really cool trick if I could make every card in that box disappear except for your 4 of diamonds? That'd be pretty cool, right? If I can pull that off, I'll be impressed. So let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to count to 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like before. And now every card in that box should be gone except for your 4 of diamonds. And to make sure that it did work, I'm going to check.
I'm a line cook by practice. That's where I get line cook.
It worked. Thank you. Alright, Paul, I lied. I'm sorry, it didn't actually work. However, I am a man of my word, and I think that'd be actually something that'd be really cool to see. So, would you like to see me do exactly that? Every card gone in here except for yours? Alright, why not? Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. On 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Now every card in here really is gone except for yours. I understand some people might be skeptical, like it doesn't really look like it on the surface, but you gotta look a little closer, right? Because when you look closer, now you'll see every card in here really is gone, with one exception being your 4 of diamonds. But Paul, here's the other thing too, because I want to make this something very special and very memorable for you as well. So you really could have stopped me at any point. You could have chosen any card out of here. But as it happens, your 4 of diamonds is also the only one in this whole deck with a red back among all of the ones as well. So thank you very much for picking that one. Give him a round of applause. You did a great job. Now, unfortunately, all things must come to an end. My show is no exception to that. If you enjoyed the show, please feel free to come see me on Shady Lane. I'll be performing more magic. And if you like this mediocre stuff, you're going to love the stuff I have out there. It's a lot better than this. My mom likes it, so. As far as magic is concerned, it is a very, very old art. If you wanted to put a timestamp on it, it is relatively 2,000 years old. People have been doing it since approximately the time of ancient Egypt. So we would have, you know, sphinxes, pyramids, pharaohs, all that fun stuff. This is not the oldest trick ever recorded, but it definitely is up there, probably the 2nd or 3rd oldest ever. This is something that comes to us from ancient China, which is a beautiful point in human history with emperors, dragons, all these amazing stories, really, really ancient things, Duran Duran, really old, ancient, outdated things. So a lot of people recognize this more if it was done with a larger version. More people prefer the 12-inch variant of this. I like the 4.5-inch rings. They are much smaller. They're also a little bit more compact for me. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these guys. They're all solid. They are all separate. Now the idea behind this is actually really simple. You take 3 taps on the rings. You go 1, 2, and on that 3rd tap, it should look as though they've actually linked together. But you have to remember something, right? Because this is a magic trick, right? This is an illusion. It's in your mind. It's not exactly real. So it's almost as if my dad told me that he loves me. He's proud of me. It's all up here. He gets a couple chuckles. Everyone else is usually like, okay. That's a different show. But as easy as these rings go together, upon further observation, they also come apart even easier. Mister, would you mind helping me with this part? I'll come to you if that makes it easier. I'll tell you what. What's your name, my dear?
Jess.
Jess! Oh, that's great. That was my name when I was a little girl. That's crazy. Jess, could you hold on to that ring for me, please, and examine it, make sure there's no levers, no trapdoors, no secret compartments, right? Is that ring as it seems to be?
That is a ring.
Are you as you seem to be?
I think so.
That's a weird answer. I'm not sure what that means, but all right. Go ahead and grab both sides of your ring for me. Put your hands down on the bottom. Excellent. You've done this before. I can tell you're a pro. Hold on to it nice and tight for me. And on 3, here we go together. 1, 2. Were you waiting for something to happen?
I guess not.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I didn't disappoint. But I'll tell you what, let's try this anyway. It's on 3 for real. 1, 2, and on that 3rd tap, it should look as though they've actually linked together. There we go. You did a very good job at that. Now I understand that was a little on the faster side, but if you watch even closer, this is going to be much faster than that. So now we have 2 and 2. I'll tell you what, sir, would you mind helping me with this next part? I'll give you these rings to hold on to, and if you wouldn't mind tugging on them, making sure they really are linked together. There's no possible way those are going to come undone anytime soon. Go ahead and pick a ring to hold on to with one hand. Great, grab the other side of that same ring, hands on the bottom. Beautiful. Now what we have here is called a point of perfect opportunity, right? Where yours is in the front, mine's in the back. Yours is up top, mine's underneath. And this one here is metal to metal, right? Right. So there's no real way that I could get these rings to link at this point here, can I? No. Not really, no. So watch very closely. On 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And we should be able to still get them to latch onto one another. That's pretty weird. I'll tell you what. Very good. I'll tell you what, keep your eyes on that bottom ring for me, please. Just eyes, bottom ring. What are we keeping our eyes on?
Bottom ring.
Very good. Watch closely. 1, 2, and 3. And you can get it to join its friends without even having to touch it. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now, at this point, they are all up top, so we do need to get them all to come off. So I'll tell you what, sir, if I could use you for this one, do me a favor, hold the finger, point it right at me. Who's your favorite magician? You got that right. All right, that was a cheat. That was a cheat. All right, I'll put that finger right in between here. Very good. We're going to rub the rings on your finger like so. And as I rub the rings, I snap my fingers, and it melts right off. We can try that again. If you want to use a different finger, you absolutely can. If you want to use the same one, you can do that too. Ooh, the pinky. I do like the pinky. The pinky's that's the magic finger. Snap your fingers, and it'll still come right off. Now I'll tell you what, I'll take this back from you. Very good. And with the last ring, all you really do need is enough practice, and you can actually get so good that all you really need is just one hand. Kind of like that. You can throw it right off, and if you don't like it there, you can also always put it right back on. That's not a problem. And I'll tell you all what, if you watch really close, you can even see the point where the ring actually melts right through. That's just weird. I don't understand how that works. I didn't pay attention to social studies enough to understand the science of it, but thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Master Hildebrand. Thank you.